He lived in a city of burgeoning wealth, yet starved, in plain sight. His vaults were overflowing, his stomach hollow. This was the curse of Kale. You make this exact mistake every time you let your hard-earned money sit stagnant. It is the invisible thief stealing your future, while you guard your past. But gold does not vanish by magic. It simply flees from those who violate its laws. It all began in the sun-drenched city of Kyle was a master silversmith, his hands coaxing liquid silver into intricate beauty. His workshop, the finest in drew merchants from distant lands. His skill was unmatched, his reputation sterling. And with each masterpiece, his fortune grew, coin by shining coin, filling leather pouches and wooden chests. But with wealth came a shadow, a gnawing, persistent paranoia. Thieves, he imagined, lurked in every alley, their eyes fixed on his shimmering hoard. He trusted no bank, no merchant's ledger, no family vault. Only the earth itself, he decided, could be a true guardian. Under the cover of night, Kyle began to dig. Secretly, laboriously, he carved a hiding place beneath his workshop's stone floor. Chest after chest of silver coins, precious jewels and golden trinkets were lowered into the dark earth. His fortune entombed. Then, the floorboards were replaced, the dust swept away. His wealth was perfectly safe, or so he believed. Meanwhile, River, once a thriving artery, began to choke. Silt built up, blocking larger vessels. Trade dwindled, and a murmur of concern spread. The city elders gathered, their faces etched with worry. "Our livelihood," one declared, "depends on trade. We must build a new harbor at the coast." The idea ignited hope. Merchants, farmers, and artisans pledged their support, offering coins, labor, and materials. Kyle, however, scoffed. "A fool's errand," he muttered, listening to the silent assurance of his buried treasure. "My silver is safer with me." While Kyle guarded his static wealth, the people of began to build. Stones were hewn, timber cut, and the foundations of a new future laid. Kale's workshop grew quieter. His customers, once numerous, now seemed preoccupied with other endeavors. He dismissed it as temporary. "Frivolous excitement," he thought. "It will pass. My wealth endures." Years crawled by. Then, a roar of triumph echoed across the city. The first ships, laden with exotic goods, sailed into Ur's magnificent new harbor. The entire city erupted in celebration. New marketplaces sprung up, new crafts emerged, and a vibrant energy infused every corner of Kale watched from his dusty window, a sour taste in his mouth. He felt no pride, only resentment. "Fools," he muttered, "wasting their good coin." But the city did not merely celebrate. It evolved. New currencies, born of coastal trade, began to circulate, vibrant and preferred. Kyle, needing supplies, offered his finely minted silver. The merchant politely demurred. "Old coin," he said. "We prefer the harbor's standard." Indignant, Kyle tried another stall, then another. The response was the same. His perfectly safe silver was less valuable than it had been. A chilling realization began to creep into Kale's guarded mind. The world had moved on. His wealth had not. Desperate, he began to unearth his chests, one by one, beneath the floorboards. The silver gleamed, as pure and plentiful as ever. But the goods it could buy, a fraction of what it once commanded. The cost of bread had doubled, oil tripled. His silver had not grown, it had shrunk. His customers now sought modern adornments crafted by newer silversmiths, who had invested in the city's new trade routes. His beautiful, safe workshop became a monument to his folly, empty, silent, a tomb for his once vibrant craft. Kyle, surrounded by his untouchable fortune, grew thin and weak. He ate little, sold less, and watched his precious silver diminish in purchasing power. He held wealth, yes, but it was wealth without purpose, without movement. Like a buried seed, it could not grow. It could only decay. The city of meanwhile, flourished. Its new harbor brought prosperity beyond imagining, its citizens thriving on ingenuity and collective effort. They had seen the future and built towards it. Kyle had only seen shadows and dug himself deeper into the past. His ultimate safety lay not in hiding, but in contributing, not in hoarding, but in growing. A lesson learned too late. Kyle's tragedy is a vivid illustration of stagnant capital, money that fails to grow, diminishing silently over time. In ancient it was the shift in trade routes. In our modern world, it's inflation, market growth, and the cost of missed opportunities. The money you keep safe under your digital mattress, in low-interest savings accounts, or simply as uninvested cash, is suffering the same fate as Kyle's silver. It doesn't lose value with a crash, but with a silent, relentless seep, eroded by inflation's invisible hand. While your safe money buys less and less, others are investing, growing, and building the future. They are the citizens of the new harbor. The illusion of safety can be the most dangerous financial trap of all. True security lies in participation, growth, and adaptability. Kyle passed from this world as he had lived his final years, alone and without the means to purchase even the simplest comfort. His city, thrived, having collectively invested in its future. The Silversmith, once a pillar of prosperity, became but a forgotten footnote, and beneath his crumbling workshop, his vast fortune remained, perfectly safe, perfectly useless, a monument to the cost of inaction. If Kyle's guarded chest sparked a reflection on your own financial habits, remember, wealth, like water, must flow to sustain life. Will you let your resources lie dormant, or will you channel them into the currents of growth? The choice, as always, is yours.